Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of December 2021. And you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. For those new to the channel, the reason that I use the North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that I find it's much more relevant to your actual life path, because it's recognized in both Western and Eastern Vedic astrology that the North Node is your path forward, the path that you were born to master and the path that you were born to take in this lifetime. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for everybody with their North Node in Gemini and or the third house for December 2021. I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents everything from the 1st of the month to the 15th. This side represents the 16th of the month to the end. A really, really powerful month this month for you for a couple of reasons. Because the collective North Node, as you know, is in Gemini and the South Node's in Sagittarius, okay? And so, and we also have this month on December 4th, we've got the really, really powerful total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So it could be activating some of that South Node, Sagittarius, or, kind of ninth house issues that are coming up here. What I'm getting for this month is I'm getting that this month is testing you, because we're getting near the end of the North Node in the collective being in Gemini. This is like a testing month, okay? So some things are going to happen, but I want you to understand that they're happening to test you, to see where you're at on your path, okay? So as you may know, okay, if you follow astrology, your North Node path is the path that you were born to master and born to take, leaving behind the negative side of your South Node by sign and house. Not the gifts, but the negative side of it, okay? Because you've spent too much time on that polarity and now it's time to move forward. So what ends up happening is, especially when the collective North Node, it's like a graduation time when it comes into your particular North Node. It's like a test, very similar to if you're familiar with a Saturn return every 29 years or so. It's like seeing where you're at on your path. Okay, now what is going to happen is I feel like there is going to be a situation that happens where it's like, are you going to follow just your head and not your heart type of a thing that's coming up? Or are you going to let like your strong beliefs or things that you are you going to be really, I'm seeing this energy of almost like being inflexible and like stiff and not really being able to be open. So there's going to be like a test, and I feel like it's a situation that has either been happening and it or is going to happen this first half of the month. And honestly, like for a lot of you, it could throw you almost like where you're like doing circles and you feel like you're not really moving forward. But it's this energy of, it could be like wounded emotions, or someone like I said, it's either like too much mental energy or too much over emotion. But I just feel like I'm feeling like feelings getting hurt. Okay. And what you're learning from this, when this situation happens, and it's going to happen for each of you on your path, but a little bit different. When it happens, realize it's happening as a test. So what is it that you need to do? How do you pass the test? I'm going to give you the answers, okay? The answers of how to navigate that, okay? So whenever we're unsure what to do on our path, we have to stop and say, okay, my north node is in such and such. So my north node is in Gemini and or the third house. And so you look at your north node by sign and house. So let's just take the third house and the Gemini. So a situation comes up, what am I supposed to do? So someone comes to you and they're trying to force their will and their opinion on you, and you don't like it because you have definite views of where, I feel this and I feel that, and you have definite views. Okay, so there's like a clash of ideas or a misunderstanding. Well, your north node tells you in Gemini is try to see the other person's point of view. That's what Gemini in the third house is. It's about communication. Okay, the third house in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Okay, communication, open communication, and also seeing there's multiple ways of doing things and multiple beliefs. There is no such thing as absolute one way, one belief system, one way to do things, one way to think, okay? And if we open ourselves up to the possibility of like, okay, even though I have strong feelings and beliefs about a certain thing, let me see if I can open up, okay? Because what has ended up happening, a lot of you have had these clashes because you do have, your gift is you do have a lot of natural wisdom, but that natural wisdom comes from a lot of past lives of being on certain paths, and that wisdom was good for you on that path. It was like your one road up the mountain, okay? That worked for you. But see, in this lifetime, there's not one road. There's lots of roads, and you're supposed to be flexible. You're supposed to communicate. You're supposed to communicate ideas, relate, bounce ideas off other people, be able to accept like, hey, you know what? Sometimes this person might have a better idea than me, okay? So that's what this is. This is going to be a test to see kind of where you're at. Now, it could leave a lot of you, like by the middle of the month, I'm getting the feeling where after it's all said and done and the smoke settles down, I still feel like there's this like fogginess and murkiness as you get into the middle of the month where might not fully understand like what happened or how to get through that. Just remember always, if you're in doubt, go to your north node by sign and house. Do what that is telling you to do, and you won't go wrong. But I feel like in the middle of the month, there's going to be this murkiness. And I feel a lot of you are going to want to like just burst through, and you will, and you'll get past it. And you're going to be feeling like, some of you are going to be feeling like, okay, I got through that, and I'm moving to calmer waters. I'm moving past that. Okay. But others are going to feel like, you know, if you haven't done well on your tests on this North Node path, you're going to know by the end of the month. Okay. By the end of the month, because you're going to have some situations where it's going to feel like unfinished business, like not pleasant. There could be some situations that continue to, if it's not like solved, it could feel like it's like growing and not, and a situation. But then if there's this, there could be a situation where there could be an awakening. I mean, this is tough for me right now because I'm seeing like kind of a challenging month. Okay. One of the things you have to know about, me as a reader is like, there's lots of people around the world and on YouTube that read tarot cards. Okay. But like, I'm not the type of person that like, I'm not going to tell you fluff. And if people want fluff, like this isn't the place to get it. I'm giving you like a real reading. Okay. And real means that, take this as a valuable thing, because it's giving you a heads up of things that could be coming into your path, and also ways to navigate around it. Because, you should be very suspect. I mean, not to say anything, but you should be very suspect of if a reader is like constantly like rainbows and sunshine every month. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's not how my life goes all the time. Okay. So what I'm saying is that it's really important for you to get the messages that are trying to come into you for this North Node path. The more you can follow your path, the easier it's going to be. But by the end of the month, there could be like another test, like an awakening test, because as I said, we are getting near the end of the collective being the North Node in Gemini. And so this is kind of a testing period. Remember this. Don't walk away from, you're going to find the greatest gifts within your emotional realm. Don't walk away from emotions, and realize that there are people around you that can be of help to you. And also too, if you don't have any sort of like spiritual beliefs or philosophical beliefs, it might be time to like kind of start reading more inspirational things. If you already have, if you meditate, or if you have some sort of a spiritual path, really lean into that, because you're going to find answers. Meditation, any sort of, or just philosophy, self-help books, things like that can be like a huge resource. But what I'm seeing is this month is really important for you to, just remember this one thing. When a situation comes up, before you actually react to it, just take a moment and think, okay, what is it my North Node by sign and house is telling me to do? Like, what is the path? If I take this action, is this really being my South Node, or is it being my North Node? And so that's how you're able to make decisions in which way to go. Now, sometimes it's not going to be comfortable, because you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I feel like I shouldn't do it, but it's really in alignment with my North Node path. It's not going to always feel comfortable, but when you do it, it's going to come out better for you. And the reason I'm telling you this is I'm trying to get so you don't have more intense tests down the road. Okay, that's what I'm trying to give you a heads up, is that you want to like follow this path before, because that's what life will do. It'll keep like testing you until you kind of like get it. Okay. So anyway, long reading, but really, really important. And I would definitely suggest maybe listening to this again. There was a lot of information here, but I hope you found it helpful. Just remember, follow that North Node path whenever in doubt, and it will not steer you wrong. So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And much love, much appreciation. Be strong out there and have a great month. Many blessings to you.